Another situation which violates the National Electrical Code is one in which neutral to ground connections are made on the load side of the service entrance point, which means anywhere inside the building past the main disconnect switch. Section 250-24A5 does not allow this connection. There are real dangers involved in connecting neutral to ground within a building. See your written protocol for a fuller explanation. The 1993 NEC Handbook points out the possibility of arcing and concealed spaces leading to fire and the shock potential to workers. When a neutral is connected to the grounding conductors, it will travel in all available metallic pathways which lead back towards the service entrance point. This creates a situation in which there are multiple net current sources creating magnetic fields throughout the building. The green paths shown here are carrying neutral current in parallel with the neutral conductor due to a neutral ground connection in the circuit. Now let's look at how these connections come about. There are three fundamental ways neutral gets on grounding conductors. We'll illustrate the main one on our demonstration subpanel. The first is when a neutral bus is bonded to the subpanel, or there are equipment grounds connected to the neutral bus. Here we're using a simplified demonstration panel to illustrate various misconnections. The consequences of this situation are currents on various metallic structures in the building, as well as a net current on the panel feed all the way back to the service entrance point. The neutral bus must remain insulated from the panel and the bonding screw either turned out or removed. It's only there in case the panel were to be used as service entrance equipment. Also, check to see that no neutral is connected to the grounding bus. Sometimes a neutral to ground error is found out in the circuit. Here is an example of such an error. The neutral is grounded because the neutral wire is nicked. Sometimes the sharp edges of a fluorescent light fixture mounted without the correct bushings will cut through the neutral insulation. And a third situation involves an intentional neutral connection to a grounding conductor. This happens for various reasons. Some electricians may not understand why neutrals must be isolated from ground until reaching the service entrance point. Others may not be familiar with the code. An attitude sometimes expressed is, since neutral is bonded to ground at the service panel, why not here too? Hopefully, this video is explaining why not, fire and shock hazard, as well as interference with electronic equipment, such as computer monitors.